Okay, function definition. Basically, I think first I should tell you function. What does a function? A function basically, what a function does. Suppose f is a function from a set A to B. When we say a relation is a function, this is A set, this is B set. If is minimum at 0, the function is minimum, and that value also you can answer because the function is defined like this. So at 0 the value is 0. So minimum value at 0 is 0. Is it fine now for the modulus function? Now
बट बिफोर वी बिगिन विजिट कीजिए iitwalebaba.com पे। यहाँ से आप फिजिक्स और मैथ्स के हैंड रिटन नोट परचेज कर सकते हैं अपने बोर्ड, जेई, बिटसेट या फिर किसी भी इंजीनियरिंग कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन के लिए बहुत ही कम प्राइजेस में। डाउनलोड कीजिए IIT वाले बाबा ऐप फ्रॉम गूगल प्ले स्टोर और व्हाट्सएप ऑन अस 7974122749 फॉर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन।
everyone, today we will learn modulus and logarithmic. So first I'll start with modulus. So basically first thing for modulus is modulus of a real number. How it is defined? Suppose A is your real number. Then modulus of A is defined as A if your A is greater than equal to 0 minus A if A is less than 0. This is how your modulus of any real number is defined. Graph of this is, suppose I just draw graph of y is equal to mod x. Is this okay, this definition? Modulus of any real number. If that number is greater than equal to 0, modulus of that number will be A itself, and if that number is less than 0, then the value of modulus will be negative of that number. Is it fine? So it means that modulus of any number is, it's positive value. It's positive value. So modulus of any number is it's positive value. So now if I ask you to draw mod x function, so mod x function will be x for, this is basically a function. Modulus of a real number, this is basically a function. You know function definition. So two three things I'll ask you. First thing, modulus function is 1 1. I need it actually. Modulus function is 1 1. It is very clear from the definition. Modulus function is 1 1. Okay, you are saying 1 1. Any other anybody else? What does 1 1 mean? When we say a function is 1 1, you have read functions? You haven't read? Really? Okay. Function definition you know? Function definition you don't know? Tell me yes or no. This is really shocking. You don't know function definition? Then how you will answer 1 1 1-1-ness? Okay, function definition. Basically, I think first I should tell you function. What does a function? A function basically, what a function does. Suppose f is a function from a set A to B. When we say a relation is a function, this is A set, this is B set. If you have any relation, and that relation is mapping all the elements of A to B elements, is it okay? But here you can for function some of the elements you can leave. All the elements of A you have to match up with the elements of B. That is the condition for function. Is it fine? So this is a function now. If I match up the elements like this, is this a function? This is a function. No, this is not a function because, so you know the definition. Otherwise you cannot answer. How you figure out that I have done something wrong? Because you know the definition. Yes, every element of this set has a unique image in B. This is the definition. So why you said no then? You shouldn't misguide your teacher. Every element of A has a unique image in B. Okay, oneness means that every element is connected to one element only. That is the meaning of oneness. Fine. Onto means what? That every element in the codomain should have pre-image in domain. This is the meaning. Now answer whether this function is this function. This function is now fx is equal to mod x. This is modulus function. Simple modulus function I have taken. Answer me whether this function is 1 1 or not. Apply the definition. For one value from this set, one value will match to 1 only. It should not go to two values. So if you take here 1 will go to, if you take here -1, it will go to 1. So now answer. It is not. It is function.
It is not a one-to-one function.
Yes. So oneness you got to know how to check. So this function is not 1 1. So this modulus function is not 1 1. What about onto? And I don't want to check onto-ness. Now the thing is, when you can find out inverse of any function, when inverse exists, this is modulus function. Modulus means that it maps every element, any element to its positive value. Now this function is not 1 1. Inverse exists only when inverse of a function exists if and only if function is 1 1 and onto. But this function is not 1 1 now. This function is not 1 1. So inverse of this function doesn't exist. Is it okay? So inverse of this function doesn't exist. You can write it down. So number 2 point, modulus function inverse doesn't exist. Now what about mod x function is basically all of you know. I don't know you have crammed it or you know how to draw it. You know this is modulus function. How to draw, you know? How to draw? Because you have written two things. This is not 1 1. Inverse will not exist because to get inverse of any function, that function should be 1 1 and onto. Then only inverse will exist. For onto actually we don't want. For inverse actually 1 1, this function is not 1 1, so we will not check onto. Whether it is onto, not onto hardly matters. But this is not 1 1, so inverse will not exist. Okay, meaning of onto. Okay, meaning of onto means suppose this is any set B. So every element of B should have pre-image here in this set. This is the meaning of onto. And for 1 1 the meaning is every element here should have unique image here. One element connected to 1 only. That is the meaning of 1 1. But here 1 is going to 1, -1 is also going to 1. So two elements going to 1. So oneness is not there for modulus function. Is it okay? Onto means that every element here should have pre-image here in this set. So if this is the case there, then we will say the function is onto. Is it fine? So this function doesn't have inverse. Graph of this function is this. How we have got it, I am telling you now. How to draw basically modulus functions. Mod x will be x for x greater than equal to 0. Mod x will be x for x greater than 0. For x less than 0, this will be minus x. It means for these values, our line is y is equal to x, and this is the line which makes 45 angle degree with x axis, and we will not go down. We will not go down for x greater than equal to 0 for all positive values, because you will start from here and you will for all these values, your values are y is equal to x. So your curve, your line, because this is a linear, this is linear, this is a line. So your curve, your line will start from here. Here the value is 0, and it will go like, because at 1 value will be 1, at 2 it will be 2, at 3 it will be 3. So it will be a line. This line it will be. Is it fine? Now consider the negative numbers. So for x less than 0, values will be minus x. So now tell me, for minus x, for minus 1, value will be 1. Yes. So this will be the value. This will be the point. So yes, for mod, basically mod function we are drawing, and mod function is defined like this. So we have considered these values. Now I am considering these values. I am just checking what type of graph we will have for these values, for less than values. So for minus 1, this is 1. So for minus 2, it will be 2. So you just see, here this is decreasing, here this is decreasing, here it is increasing, and this point is basically point of, no, this is origin, this is point of minima. Here the value of the function is minimum. By the graph you can check so many things. Is this function continuous? This function is continuous because there is no break in the graph. There is no break in the graph. So this function is continuous. Continuous means that there should be no break in the graph. There should be no break in the graph. There is no break. This function is continuous. This function is continuous. Now come to differentiability. You have read now continuity and differentiability. By the graphs, how you will check that whether this function is differentiable or not. If it is differentiable, for how many points. If it is not differentiable, at which points this function is not differentiable. How you check? By the graph. If there is a corner now in the graph, at that point the function will not be differentiable. So I'll just take this example. If I draw my graph like this, so here at this function is continuous because there is no break in the graph, but here there is a corner, here one more corner, so 3 corners. So at these 3 points this function will not be differentiable. So by graph, how you check differentiability? This is how you check. There should be no corner. What about this function now? This is continuous. There are no like corners in this graph, so this function is differentiable everywhere. Is it fine? So this function is continuous everywhere. Now if I ask you point of minima, point of maxima, you can answer, because after this value is not going up. This is the maximum value now, function value, and this is same. I am taking it, the graph is like these values are same. Suppose this is 1. So maximum value is, and points you can check by the graph, because randomly I have taken this graph. Which from where I start now again. Differentiability, basically our topic is modulus, but I am telling you modulus function looks like this. Mod simple function I have taken mod x. So mod x function, here there is a corner. There is a corner. Okay, this type of thing is there in the graph. So if such a corner is there, then at that point the function will not be differentiable by the graph. You have definition also, differentiability condition you have, but we will not check that by the graph only, because we can draw mod x graph. Is it fine? Here how many corners? 1 corner, you know na, that this room corner, such type of corner should not be there. Okay, so this is the corner, this is the corner, this is the corner. So this function is not differentiable at 0. This function is not differentiable at 0, but this is continuous everywhere. Is it fine? Applications you are not doing, but you are understanding the meaning of continuity, differentiability. So one meaning you got to know. So many things I have told you about this function. Now this point is, this is the minimum value of the function. Function is not going below this now. So this is the minimum value. So at 0 the function is minimum. At 0 the function is minimum, and that value also you can answer because the function is defined like this. So at 0 the value is 0. So minimum value at 0 is 0. Is it fine now for the modulus function? Now okay, this is continuous. One more thing, even odd functions, you know, even odd functions. Even function means because this is a function, so I want to tell you each and every property of this function. Even function and odd function. Even function is such a function is said to be even if this holds. For fx and f of minus x, if both are same, if you replace x by minus x and you are getting both the values same, then you say that that function is even function. So what about our mod function? If you will put up minus x, it will again give you same positive value. This value for mod function is mod x. This value will be mod of minus x will be this is same as mod x, so this is even function. So our modulus function is even function. You can note it down. So our modulus function is even function. Is it fine, all these properties? Any question? Graph is okay? So now can you answer a mod of x plus 2 graph? Mod of x plus 2 graph will look like, if you have noted down, can I rub the board? Mod of x plus 2, yes. For the odd function, okay, yes, good question. For the odd function, condition will be this. This will be the condition for odd function. Any odd function, if you can answer me. You can answer easily. Any function which satisfying the property f of x is equal to minus of f of minus x. What about y is equal to x cube? Y is equal to x cube. Because our modulus function, the topic, that is even function. But now as you asked what does odd function means. So if you take this function y is equal to fx, and this is basically x cube. So this value f of minus x will be minus x cube, and this is basically minus fx, or you can write it, you can take this minus here, not at all a problem. So this function is odd function. Fine. Now some of the properties will write down. First thing is modulus of, this is basically modulus of a real number we are understanding, modulus of a complex number, modulus of like between distance between any 2 points. You know how to get that? Distance between any 2 points in coordinate geometry. Distance formula, that is basically in 2D, that is modulus. That is also modulus. Mod of a real number is, you get to know that is it maps to the positive of that value. Mod, what does mod do? What basically modulus function is doing? It is mapping to its positive value. But in coordinate geometry, in complex numbers, the definition is totally different. So first you understand the real number theory. So modulus of any real number is always greater than equal to 0. All agree? It is always greater than equal to 0. Second thing is, it is equal to 0 if and only if, when this value will be 0, when that real number will be 0. Now what about this? This will be You open the formula a square plus b square plus 2ab. Here also minus 2ab plus 2ab will get cancelled. So this will become, is it okay? Only 2, 3, and basically your mod value is always maximum of a and minus a. All agree? Modulus is always maximum of a and minus a. Whichever is maximum, you get that value. Is it fine? Now, fifth property. This is important one. This is basically triangle property, triangle inequality. Sum of two sides is always greater than or equal to third side. Then only we can form a triangle now. This is the condition for a triangle. You know this? Sum of two sides should be greater than or equal to third side to have a triangle. So in modulus we have this property. This property we call triangle property. Now two more property you write down. So these properties tells us that these properties modulus function holds. Yes. Fourth property is, this is basically maximum a minus a. Whichever will be maximum. This value is what? Always. Yes. Take any number. Because these properties holds in general. In general means for all real numbers. Okay. So now mod a is basically a when a is greater than equal to 0, minus a when a is less than equal to 0. Just take this, because first so you will define your real number, na, whether that is positive or negative. So for a greater than equal to 0, your mod a will be a, and this is maximum of a and minus a. Now take a less than 0. A less than 0, your mod a will be negative, and this is basically what? A is already negative, so minus a will be positive. This a is less than 0, but minus a will be positive, so maximum of a and minus a. It will be always maximum value. Is it fine? So both the cases we have considered separately. In mod functions, you will always get two conditions. You will check whether this number is positive or negative. Accordingly, you will check. Accordingly, you will check. Both the cases you will check. It's not that only one case you will check. Is it okay?
Excuse me, ma'am, in that sixth one, it is mod of a minus b greater than equal to mod of
Mod a minus mod b. Take any real number. Take any two real numbers. 4 and 2. Just check. 4 minus 2 will be 2. Okay. This is 4. This is equality. Equality you are getting. So either greater or equal. Any number you can take. All these properties will hold in general. In general means for all the real numbers. The properties I have written, these properties hold in general. It's not that there are cases where these properties or some of the properties will not hold. It will not happen. Is it okay? So all these properties holds in general. In general means for all real numbers. For all real numbers. Okay, now
have taken the mod for the whole of the left side
of the sixth.
expression.
Because this property mod, if I will not take mod,
Why we haven't taken it in the seventh property for the left expression?
no, I'm not getting your point.
Ma'am, in the seventh property,
Yes,
we have
because this is how it holds. Modulus functions are well researched. Somebody has checked and he he has got that this is true, so no need to take mod, but here we need mod. For this inequality we need mod here. Is it fine? So all these properties are well researched, all are checked properties. If you want to, you can tell me any number, I'll check it. Is it fine? Okay, now come to fourth and fifth property. Mod function is basically maximum of a and minus a. We have mod function is defined like this. So first consider the case when a is greater than or equal to 0. So mod value will be a, and this is maximum of a and minus a. If your a is less than 0, this time your number is negative. Okay, I just take particular case. If you people are not getting, suppose minus 2. Okay, minus 2, I am taking a value as minus 2. So a is minus 2, minus a will be, mod value will be 2. So you just check it. Mod is maximum of a and minus a. Mod is maximum of a and minus a. I think this a is, confusing you. Otherwise you can take up any real number. So minus 2, by minus 2 it is clear? I hope so. Any number you can take up. Is this clear, or I just tell you again, explain you again? Okay, it is fine now. And this fifth property is basically, sum of two sides of a triangle should be greater than or equal to the third side. This is the meaning. Okay, now mod of real number you got to know, modulus of a complex number. Modulus of a complex number. One more thing you will learn, mod of any real number is basically distance of that number from origin. You will learn it. This is basically distance of that number from origin. Suppose this is 0, this is 7, this is minus 7. So distance between 0 and minus 7 is 7. You always write the distance in positive. Distance can't be negative. So modulus basically is the distance of that number from origin. This is another way of understanding it. This is another way, definition you can say. So now modulus of complex number, how we write? Suppose this is your complex number, any complex number. So this is defined like this. Because this is in 2D now. And in 2D, how we take the difference from origin? Suppose this is your complex number, this is origin. So how you take this distance? A minus 0 whole square plus B minus 0 whole square under root. So basically this is modulus of that number is basically distance from origin. So now in 2D, if I ask you this x1, x2, distance between any 2 points, how you write it? x1 minus y1 whole square, x2 minus y2 whole square. This is how you write. So modulus means that distance. Modulus means distance. Is it fine? Modulus means distance. Between here, if nothing is mentioned, it means it is from origin. If 2 points are given, then it is understood. That distance between those 2 points. Is it fine?